This thing looks pretty nice for as old as it is. Probably been restored 2 or 3 times. I'm over at WSM, Western Sales Management. They've got, let me give you an idea what they've got over here. I think that's probably a kit car. Made it look old, but it's, I don't know. Couldn't tell you. It's got the spark advance thing on there. So that's either, I think, a more modern. Rather, it's amp gauge. Amp gauge is new. This F3. What's this F350 down there? Because that's not what this is. Fire extinguisher in there. I don't know what type of. Yeah, looks like it's got the original sealed tube drive shaft. So that's. No, yeah, I don't see any U-joints, so that's got to be a solid axle. There's a real pain. The wooden spoke wheels on there. Okay, I'm gonna. They sell the bigger stuff. Much what to do with the bigger stuff down here. Let me give you a few of these. They've got some. Man, they've got some big back. Got to bring Damien down here again sometime. He'd have a ball down here. Brought him down here about 6 or 8 years ago, and he's a little guy then. He's a bigger guy now, and I put him in cab one of these things and say, "Hey kid, you want a career? You want to play with one of those things when you get older?" Because always jobs in construction and stuff like that. I'm gonna get a bunch of. There's one more for my daughter and her growing family. Is it two-wheel drive? It says 4x4. Laura, you watching my video? Laura, you can pile your family in there, and you can have a few more and pile them in there. Laura, that may be more your style there. You can tell that cop car with the searchlights. You'll go at night and hunt rabbits with those lights. You can pile your kids in the back. You can teach Damien how to drive this thing. Damien, you want your mom to buy you this, she buy it for her, and you teach you how to drive in that. I'll teach you how to drive in this. She buy it, I'll teach you how to drive in it. It's a cop car. Was a cop car. They got places for the extra lights. They've taken them off. There's a 4-wheel drive pickup. Got the covered bed there, and there's here a pick of the semi behind me hitting the Jake brakes. If you don't know, they closed all the valves and turned the engine into an air compressor. There's there's a rabbit hunting light. We're going hunting deer or moose, and he's bringing in something there. What is that thing? A tank? What the hell is that? We got a trailer. Might take a look at it later. Once it gets it parked, I did take off and do something else, so I may not hang around here that long. Oh, that's with a pedal hook. Why's that got a pedal hook on it? Tow it, but there's what I need. I've had a couple Fords. Fords are okay. I've had it's got some use on it. Looks nice, but somebody's had something heavy in that bed. Old Glory down there. I am in the city in which I was born. I was born in Phoenix. Tomorrow's my birthday. I'll be 66 years old tomorrow. drop in the bucket if you consider how old the mountains and stuff are. You see those lights on top of there. That would be, you could have worlds of fun with those. Get in trouble real quick, but you have worlds of fun. These are all up for auction. That's like a second Saturday of each month, something like that. You can go to their website, because they used to have live auctions down here. I love to go to those. I haven't bought anything since they had the live auctions. What is this thing? But it's all on there. It's Nissan. It's all on their off their website. You got to go to like WSM.com and then get registered with a credit card number. That says salvage title. So I'm not quite sure. It's pull. So I'm not sure if this will be up for auction or not. I really couldn't tell you. You'd have to check. What does it say? Engine rattles. Okay, that could be. I don't know if that's a gas or diesel. Could be loose rods. Could be just. I don't know. Could be several things. There's another Jeep down here. I see electric Fords. I see a bunch of Jeeps. Somebody that sells Jeeps is, or that use Jeeps. It's a pickup. That's like about a C1500, something like that. No, it's a yeah, probably about a 2500 car. It's a little bit heavier pickup. More Jeep. Bunch of Jeeps down here. Now, if anybody bids on these are as is, where is, no warranty. They're cheaper that way, but you know, you don't buy anything that's got 200,000 miles on it, 20 years old, unless you know how to fix it, or maybe you're married to somebody that knows how to fix stuff or something like that. But otherwise, it's not worth doing it. None of us has pull on it. I don't know. I couldn't have the up rocks or not. Just go to their website and then see. There's a whole bunch of these shipping containers down here. See a bunch of them. This maximum gross 30,000 kilos, net 26,000. So was that weigh about 4,500 kilos for an empty container, if I'm understanding that right. What is it? I don't know who's that for shipper. See a guy back in a van in there. It's a big commercial van. See, there's a bunch of these in here. Somebody's cut these out. They made, I don't know what I think they stacked them together and made a house. They made probably you know, stored stuff in them or something. What it would look like they might have done. Like they kind of did a half-assed crude job of cutting them though. The rest of these are complete shipping containers. There's a bunch of these down here. I'm not going to count them, but I don't know what this stuff is. Call it to something. Box is a punt 530, whatever that means. Made in America. Whole bunch of boxes of what are they? Yeah, they're beige, white, beige, whatever it is. There. I could open. I don't want to. A lot of them down here. If you need a beige, whatever this is, Surprise, Arizona. Huh. That's just about 30 miles north of here. I don't know. Don't know what they're fragile. Whatever they are, they're fragile. So shipped to Amazon. I don't know why they're here. I guess Amazon didn't want to sell them for whoever made them. But whatever they are, there's a bunch of them down here. If you know what they are, bid on them. I tell you what this is. This is a rotary screw air compressor. They recognize what that is. I know Solar makes a bunch of these. I don't think Solar made this one though. Arnell. I couldn't tell if it's, it looks like it's used, so looks like everything's there. You probably have to do some work on it. I can see there's a like an oil or moisture separator in there, and there's a big air cleaner. It says Ingersoll Rand on it, so they put their tag on it, but it doesn't look like Ingersoll Rand. They make air compressors. There's a bunch of patio heaters in various states of brokenness. This thing, what is this thing? Piece of equipment of some type. Got no idea what it is. It's might be a milling machine. Looks like it might be a milling. It's gotta be loud because you gotta wear ear protection when you run it. I'm guessing it's a milling machine. There's a engine with it says Ford. I don't know what they were doing with it. Bunch of stuff over here. Now, if there's anything you see down here, leave me a comment. And if you didn't even comment before they sold this, for some of you or if you're really interested in it, go to their website and get the item number off, or come down here to 67th Avenue, about a quarter mile south from US 85 in Phoenix. Don't believe I tried it. I believe I'm a little heavier than that. I think that's why this here. It's I think it needs to be adjusted. I think it's off beam. I think it's being backed up. Oh, that's a gas tank. I think that's for a gas tank because it's got a fuel sign on there. There's a bunch more of these down on the south end of the property. Online taxidermy and firearms auction. Huh. I guess that has nothing. I don't know if that has anything to do with this. He's got some weird. Oh wow, wow! I had no idea these guys were here, man. I had no idea lines were that big. I'm glad these guys are stuffed. That's a hyena. I didn't know hyenas were that big. These guys are scaring me, and I know they're dead. Whoa, this is cool. This is cool. You know what I think I'm gonna do? Make a separate video and post it real quick. Get some of these guys. This is so cool. That's why I said taxidermy down there. If you're interested, I'm gonna post one of these real quick. I'm gonna finish this and then post another one. I'm gonna post. I don't know if that's cool or creepy or. I was down here at the auction, this WSM auction. I'm gonna make another video. I'm gonna post another video. I'm gonna edit these together. I'm gonna make this one as just one single. I may include this one in the other edit, but I want you to see what this is because this is just too cool. I got to get this out right now. This is for auction on the 18th. This is part of WSM. I think it's on their same website, but it's just a separate auction on the 18th. But these are taxidermy animals. I'm going to get to the mean-looking ones in a minute. They all have individual numbers on them. So they're all as individual animals. Let me show you all these because you have to come down here and see these if you're interested in them. Because there's the little guy down there in the corner. Hate to be him because I kind of got an idea that everybody in the plains of Africa are probably eating those guys. Aren't these guys? I know they're dead, but they still scare me. God. I don't know why. Just that. That's a cougar. A Johnny Cougar. Talk about little pink fences and talk about Jackie and Diane. Little ditty about Jackie and Diane. It was. I don't know what that thing is. That's is that a wolf or is that? No, that's not a. That looks like a coyote, a big coyote. I guess. Is that a jackal? I don't know. That's a leopard. I think that's a leopard. This is 3 of these big old containers full of these things. There's a brown bear. I don't know why I got the impression this guy's gonna come alive and come over here and attack me. These are just too cool. There's an item number on it if you want that guy. Okay, bye-bye. Some Ferdy. You got a really high roof and you lift equipment up on that roof, that's what you use. Like if you're not afraid of heights and you're doing like something way up there, got to get some building material up on the roof, you use those. And there's this thing, there's that thing. Perfect for bungee jumping if you're not afraid of heights. And I got these things over here. Let me see if I can show you some of these things. It's a little bigger than a bobcat. I don't know what you call these things. It's a backhoe, but it's not a full-size backhoe. It's kind of a medium-sized backhoe. These look pretty new. If you need one of these things, come down here and look at them. You know, don't bid on one just because I'm making a video on it. If you're interested in, check them out for yourself. Because, I can't. There's no guarantee on anything here. I can't guarantee if anything works down here or not. If you need it and you know how to fix them, and you get it cheap enough, I'd say, say do it that way. Figure, let's say, used it would sell for, let's say 50,000 or whatever. You say, well, if I get it for 30,000, I got to put another 20,000 in it. I'm doing okay. You got to figure it kind of like that. If you get a car, like a car, you say, well, new, I might get it for $2,000. If I get it down here for $1,000 and I still got to put another $600-700 on an engine, the engine and brakes and tires. You got to figure it like that. This is what. You could have a party in that bucket. That's a. SRP, retired SRP equipment. Probably still good then, because they'll use it for a certain period of time and then get rid of them. That's what they normally do. So that's probably still good. See what these things are. And okay, I'll probably say goodbye here because I got other stuff to do in Phoenix. Bye bye.